Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the kitchen with Dr. Brooke Goldner. We have an amazing episode in store for you guys. She's going to show us her hyper-nourishing green smoothie. This smoothie is so famous. It's used to reverse diseases on so many people. And Dr. Brooke Goldner, she actually reversed her lupus, something people said could not be reversed. And she makes it her lifelong mission to help others reverse things through nutrition. So this is the kind of doctor we all need in our life. So you're going to want to stay tuned until the end. See this secret smoothie. Let's hop into it. How are you?
Doing awesome.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, not so secret.
Yeah. Well, it might be to my audience. So we're excited. I don't know the smoothie, so.
Yeah. So all of this is about hyper-nourishment. So hyper-nourishment is a protocol that we developed, my husband and I, to really focus on the nutrients that repair damage to cells.
Okay.
And so what we find is, one, it helps with autoimmune diseases. So actually a week ago, I'm 19 years lupus free, and I've never had a relapse in 19 years. I see my husband on the scene. Yes. Yeah. So 19 years lupus free, but it works for diabetes, heart disease, because again, it's focusing on cellular repair, not some broad diagnosis. So when you put the right foods in your body actually knows what to do to fix itself.
Wow. And you see a lot of people have major results with the smoothie.
Everybody gets results. You know, you don't have to put it in a smoothie. You could just grab a fork and put this down, and maybe raw vegans and people who are used to it could totally put this down. I like a salad bigger than my head. But what we found was for most folks who aren't used to eating raw greens, it's, you know, they're just sitting there looking at the bowl, tears for dressing. So we found if we put it into a blender and we add some fruit for flavor, suddenly it becomes something that even people who never eat salads are happy to put down. And so, if you can get in a blender of this a day, you're getting hyper-nourished and you're going to get healthier.
Okay, awesome. So let's get into the smoothie. And we're going to talk about so much more in the podcast we're going to do next. So make sure you guys subscribe for that. And take us through. I'd love to see why you choose each ingredient and what you do.
All right. So this is a Vitamix blender. You don't have to use these, but man, they're good because they're super high speed. And so they just pulverize everything.
Yeah.
And so it makes it really easy. If you've got a weaker blender, it might be lumpy, and then that makes some people not like it. So if you have a weaker blender, you might blend it longer, but this will get it done pretty quickly. I usually put this whole thing in here. I don't know how, how strong you like your smoothie.
Okay, no, I love it. I'm all for it.
All right. So, the major way that we talk about this is we'll say, you're going to want to have your smoothie to be about 75% green. And so a lot of people will tell me, I'm making my smoothie 75% green, but I'm not getting results. I'll be like, oh, really? So, the problem is that you're not actually smushing it down. See, a lot of times people call something a green smoothie and it's just kind of anointed with greens, but it's not actually greens. I don't know if I'm getting leaves everywhere here.
No, you're doing perfect.
But the whole point of the smoothie is to get the greens in. And so this right here is a pound of greens. You're Canadian, so
I'm Canadian.
454 grams of greens. Americans, we measure things, we're unique, America. We like to do things our own way, right?
Yeah, but you guys do things well. And I had no idea you used a whole bin of greens like this.
Oh, yeah. Pound of greens.
So most people probably do less greens and then they get carried away with the fruit, right?
Yes, most folks make fruit smoothies with a little hint of green. I make green smoothies where I'm getting people to eat all these greens in a day. When I first met Michael Greger, he said to me, I don't know about these smoothies, maybe you need to chew foods. It was years ago. And then I told him how much greens I get people to eat. He goes, oh, wow, you get people to eat that much greens in a day? Now he has videos of making his own favorite green smoothie.
I love it. Wow.
Everyone who said they didn't like it, now pretty much on board because they work.
Yeah.
Turns out if these go into this hole in your face, your body gets healthier. So
and look at you, if you don't mind sharing, how old are you?
I'm about to be 48.
Yeah, and you have so much energy. You look so healthy. You look amazing.
Thank you.
So what exact type of greens are these?
These are power greens. So this is a mix of kale and spinach.
Okay.
So you can use just kale. You can use spinach if you want, but I like getting some cruciferous in there. But these, most of the supermarkets here make blends. And most people find kale's a bit bitter, so they like it mixed up with some other things. So oftentimes power greens will have kale, chard, spinach, things like that mixed together. Okay,
and you don't see people get into trouble with the oxalates, right? With
Not
the greens.
Yet.
Okay.
Good. It would be interesting. Because we've now helped thousands of people around the world. So if oxalates were an issue, they would all be like, oh, kidney stones. They're like, goodbye lupus, hello kidney stones. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, so that's the greatest test of all time, really, because who's done that many smoothies probably with that many greens, right? No oxalate problems.
Yes, and I've been doing this for 20 years and never had a problem. In fact, all my issues went away. So we never teach theory. I don't teach theory. My husband, we don't teach theory. We only teach results. So if we see a problem, we fix it. There's never been a problem. People just get well. Okay, so once you have the greens in here, the next thing I always do is add the water. And for how much water? Usually 30 to 40 ounces, but what I do is I just put it to the same level of the greens. We've been testing this a long time, and the level of the green seems to be the perfect amount of water so that it blends well. If people like it thinner, of course you can add more. If you add too much, it's gonna bubble out.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever opened up your blender and then had a waterfall.
We don't want that.
But, well, you never know. It'll be good for the video if we do. You know?
And okay, so what if I used almond milk instead? That's a no-no, right?
No, you can use unsweetened almond milk if you like the flavor. The thing is, I like people getting a lot of water in a day, at least 96 ounces. This water counts towards the total. If you use almond milk, you got more to drink. But that's up to you.
Okay.
All right. Next ingredient. So this gives you the vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, sulforaphane, all these wonderful things that actually your cells need to repair damage and keep you healthy. The next thing you need is omega-3 fatty acids. These are the key to a fast metabolism.
Okay.
Fast metabolism, if you've read my husband's book, you know a lot more about that. But fast metabolism means your cells actually can function optimally. So that means repair damage. If you're working out, help you burn fat or build muscle. They're also essential to immune function. This creates the anti-inflammatory immune system. So very important. So I usually tell people if you're well, about a handful a day. If you're trying to heal, about a half cup a day. You can just throw those right in here. Again, it makes it easy because how do you get chia seeds in? Oh, throw them in here.
And then maybe what for vegans, what's a couple other sources of omega-3s?
Flax and chia are the ones I use, or flax or chia oil. That's the only oil I recommend because they are anti-inflammatory. They don't cause problems. Sometimes people get so used to oil-free that start to get nervous about it, but it works for healing and it makes less bloating and less thick smoothies. So it's just up to you. It's more expensive, but it works.
Okay.
So then's when we add the fruit. So I heard, you were talking before we started about like how your smoothies tend to be more fruit, right?
Yeah, and then little greens.
Yeah, you can't fit as much fruit in here, but these are the fruits that we most commonly use. We have free recipes at smoothieshred.com, and this is one of the daily drinker one. Banana, mango, pineapple, can't go wrong. All right. So do you want to add some of these?
Whatever you think, whatever you usually do.
No, go for it.
Yeah, I just don't want to add too much because I'll go a little bit crazy,
You can't
right?
add too much because it's going to fill up the rest of the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to add mango too?
Yep. Yeah. So let's put that in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can fill this up the rest of the way and you're not going to overfruit because you can't. It won't physically happen.
Okay.
All right. So banana, you want to throw some.
And then so this is like 2 smoothies or?
Well, it depends. My husband will put a straw in this and drink it straight.
Yeah. Okay. I like your guys' style. No, I like it.
I usually put this into containers and it'll be like, this will make like 2.5 of my 40-ounce cups.
Okay.
Right. So you can't overfruit if you put all the greens in first. Right. So, all right, let's try it this way.
True. Okay.
Let's see. All right.
So if you have that many greens, you can't overfruit.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So when I say I want it 25% fruit, if you put all that green in, make sure I have it backwards today so it looks good on camera. So I don't want to have it fly off the top. All right, let's see. So turn this guy on. People always ask me which Vitamix is best. I'm like, all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
I do a lot of greens.
Okay.
Yeah, I need my greens.
Okay.
I do green juices, green smoothies, big green salads every day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
I can't do just fruit. No. But I do a lot of fruit too.
I don't even like fruit. This is the only fruit I usually can eat is in my smoothie. I prefer, give me a bowl of broccoli over fruit. I'm so weird. I don't really like sweet stuff.
Wow, interesting. Okay, so what do people typically think? Say they're on standard American diet or they're suffering from health problems, which they typically are if they're on standard American, and they try this. What do they think at first?
Well, usually they're just afraid of it when they see it. I had someone walk up to me in a Whole Foods once. I got a smoothie there, and a guy just walked up to me. I would never drink something that green. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
The people are kind of afraid of it, which is funny because, I've been given, I gave my kids this since they were babies. And so whenever it's not green, let's say I put some cherries or something, then it's like, ew, it's not green. Where I've had other people tell me the opposite, that the green is what scares them. Yeah. I think green's beautiful.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
So
me too.
Usually they're surprised when they try it, because you saw all the greens. So you want to see the color. So beautiful.
So beautiful.
Do you want to do the honors of pouring?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
It's very full.
See.
Okay.
All right.
This looks incredible. So much life. Wow.
And if it's a bit thick, we can always.
No, I like it. I rather it that way.
I heard that about you.
Yeah, I like my smoothies thick. I can't drink them watery and thin. I just can't. So this makes a lot too.
Oh yeah, this will make about, I think all of it together is about 80 ounces.
Yeah.
Because it goes to 64 where the line is.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying is, look, that's how you know it's thick. If the
I like it. No, I usually have them even thicker than this.
All right, let's see what
cheers.
you think.
I'm excited to try this. Wow.
All right.
It's good.
That's healthy.
That is healthy, right?
And there was room. You could have added more fruit if you wanted to. But
really
the goal
good.
is it's enough fruit that it tastes nice and you can get it down without it just, but the goal is the greens.
Yeah, and so this is a key, you think, to keeping inflammation down, reversing disease.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, this has all the ingredients you need to repair damage to your cells and your organs.
Yeah.
So it'll start where it needs to go most. I find for most people, their kidney function comes up first. Blood pressure comes down usually in the first week or two. By the third week, a lot of people can lower things like thyroid medicine. And then when everything else is healed, they just start getting younger looking. It's like the body's like, oh, what else can I heal? Let's go and check. And so it's just this beautiful thing where through a straw, you can change the entire health of your body and you don't have to learn how to make food. Now, I have a recipe book that's all different kinds of recipes for dressings and wraps and stuff like that for the people who want to do other things. But this is so simple, and you don't need to be a chef, and I'm not. So this was life-changing for us because we're not chefs, but we really care about our health, and we're busy all day. I'm all day long seeing clients and patients, so I just always have this in my hand, and I can get healthy and work without having to sit there and kind of chew all day. You know?
It feels really good. Yeah, try this out. It's so good. Oh, one more thing too. You were saying that the greens give us a lot of beta carotene. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, definitely. So people think of beta carotene, they think of things like carrots, but actually greens have the highest amount. So that's why we get a permanent suntan. This is just, beta carotene glow.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay, amazing. And we're going to find out so many more awesome facts from Dr. Brooke Goldner. So stay tuned for the podcast.